as we've just talked about, Europe's set some rules. They make producing hydrogen in Europe expensive. If we look at some of the big potential markets for hydrogen, which is essentially Europe and those Northeast Asian markets of Japan and Korea, they've all set aggressive, strong targets for hydrogen. However, those markets are also some of the most expensive places to produce hydrogen. Whereas if we look at some of the markets with low-cost gas resource or some of the most competitive renewable resources, they can produce low-carbon hydrogen at the lowest cost. And so what we then come to is that, moving hydrogen between markets it's in quite simple terms, it's just difficult and it's expensive. The most competitive way to move that hydrogen is through ammonia. So you take the low-carbon hydrogen, convert it to ammonia, put it onto a ship, move it to where it's being required, and then you can either use it directly as ammonia, for example, if you're taking it into the fertilizer industry, but you can also crack it back from ammonia to hydrogen. Now, even though that's a very expensive and inefficient process from end to end, because some of these other markets, whether it be in the Middle East, whether it be China or India, because they can produce the hydrogen at such a low cost, even going through that process and delivering it and cracking it back to hydrogen, that can be more competitive than local production in some of these markets. And so what we're really beginning to see this year is that the interest and the attention on those ammonia crackers is heightening, not just from the off-takers themselves, but also those large-scale exporters that need to find a way to access the most customers and secure the highest cost. And so cracking ammonia crackers will help to unlock some of that value that's potentially on offer.